Ola Electric, in fact, it jumped 16% after it listed. We also had the management and that said that EVs will eventually become cheaper than ICE vehicles as the supply chain matures. That's the word coming in from the CMD, Bhavish Aggarwal, after a decent listing that we saw of the shares on the bourses. He adds that the EV is the future of the country. Here's a slice of that exclusive conversation on ET Now.
Nikunj, the EV journey in India is in absolute infancy. 3 साल पहले जब हमने शुरुआत की थी, when we started building our first product, EV penetration in two-wheelers in India was, I think, 1 or 2%. Today, just in scooters, EV penetration is 15+%. So, and we're still scratching the surface. About a couple of months back, we launched our sub 1 lakh rupee scooter, and that has done really well. We've seen sales across the country in small towns, in rural areas, in upmarket centers. So we feel there is a lot of potential for electrification of all automotive in India. Scooters to start with. We have been clear that we are going to build bikes, and I'm smiling. As you can see, I'm very excited to share soon enough with people what kind of bikes we have lined up. That 2/3 of the Indian two-wheeler market is motorbikes, so we are very excited to share our products in that space very soon with everybody. And the electrification journey is only going to increase. This story only ends one way, with 100% electrification of automotive. Because if you see, ICE vehicles are inflationary. The vehicle cost keeps going up because of regulatory emissions compliances, and the fuel cost keeps going up. Whereas EVs are different. The vehicle cost keeps coming down every generation because the battery keeps reducing in cost. And our Prime Minister has this vision, very inspiring vision, of making power free for everybody with rooftop solar. So imagine in the future your EV at your home being charged free from your rooftop solar, so the running cost is zero. That's the future, Nikunj. I think there's no debate about that. The story ends only one way.
I have numbers where if one is using a EV four-wheeler and if a EV ICE four-wheeler or a passenger car, the cost saving is significant in terms of an electric vehicle. For two-wheelers and for motorcycle, what are the numbers like? If somebody is using the traditional ICE engine, that Purana ad of Hero Honda, 1 liter 80 kilometers versus EV, where are the comparisons?
If I understand your question, Nikunj, correctly, about the price that the consumer has to pay. For two-wheelers, the ICE price for the same category of vehicle and the EV for the same category of vehicle is actually now the same. If you see, our S1X scooters are priced at or below the median ICE scooter, and in bikes also it's going to be the same because the supply chain is all the same. In four-wheelers today in India, there is a delta, but as we are working on the supply chain, especially the lithium cell, which we've built our gigafactory, we've commenced trial production, commercial production starts early next year.